Football fans, get ready for a clash of titans. Real Madrid and Manchester City are set to battle it out in a UEFA Champions League showdown that's guaranteed to bring the heat. We've got exclusive insights from Arbeloa on Mbappe, Bellingham, and Guler, plus a deep dive into Man City's transition, phase, and their starting lineup secrets. And you won't believe who's blaming what for their form. Stick around, because this is one episode you do not want to miss. We're breaking down all the drama with Alvaro Arbeloa giving us the inside scoop on Real Madrid's strategy against Manchester City, discussing the availability of Kylian Mbappe and the status of Jude Bellingham. He's also weighing in on young talents like Arda Guler and Federico Valverde, and even Pep Guardiola's unusual training tactics. Then, we're diving deep into Manchester City's lineup, analyzing their predicted XI and injury updates, and exploring Bernardo Silva's candid take on the team's transition phase. Will City rise to the challenge, or will Real Madrid dominate? You have to watch to find out. Hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss a single moment.
Looking for a fast-charging, ultra-responsive stylus for your iPad? Meet the 2X Fast Charge Active Stylus Pen, designed for 2018 to 2025 Apple iPads. Take your creativity and productivity to the next level. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Real Madrid's Champions League ambition. Arbeloa on Mbappe, Bellingham, and City's challenge. Real Madrid is gearing up for a monumental UEFA Champions League clash against Manchester City, a rematch that promises fireworks. Manager Alvaro Arbeloa is sharing his high-stakes strategy, focusing on the team's mentality and their objective to win, even with the formidable opponent they face. He emphasized the need for humility, commitment, and an even higher level of performance than in their first-leg victory. Arbeloa confirmed that while Kylian Mbappe is available for the crucial game, Jude Bellingham, despite his desire to be with the team, will not be playing due to not being fully fit, though he is expected to be a future leader. The manager also discussed how Mbappe's unique qualities can be integrated into the team's tactics, even with other talented players like Brahim Diaz. Arbeloa highlighted the success of promoting youth players, mentioning Valverde, Vinicius, and Tchouaméni, and stated that he picks the best 11 players regardless of their status. He also commented on Pep Guardiola's decision to give Manchester City players a day off, calling it a tactic he won't presume to advise on. Arbeloa praised Federico Valverde's versatility and current form, and touched upon Arda Guler's role, including his surprising defensive duties against Erling Haaland in set pieces, calling it a good job. Will Real Madrid's strategy hold against a resurgent City? Get ready for the ultimate analysis of Manchester City's predicted lineup and their transition struggles next. Man City's Champions League lineup revealed, injury updates and tactical decisions. Manchester City faces a daunting task as they prepare to overturn a 3-goal deficit against Real Madrid in the Champions League second leg. Despite a heavy 3-0 loss in the first leg, City has no new injury concerns from their recent league match, with only Josko Gvardiol out with a broken leg and Rico Lewis recovering from an ankle twist. The team's predicted XI shows Gianluigi Donnarumma in goal, with a potential change at right back where Matthias Nunes might feature. In central defense, Ruben Diaz is expected to return alongside Marc Guehi, while Nico O'Reilly could play at left back. The midfield will likely see Bernardo Silva partnering Rodri, and Anton Semenyo may continue in a free central role supporting Erling Haaland. Jeremy Doku and Ryan Cherki are anticipated to flank Haaland, though their positions could be interchangeable. The match is set to take place at the Etihad Stadium, with kickoff at 8 p.m. GMT on Tuesday, March 17, 2026, and will be available to watch on Amazon Prime. Can Manchester City overcome this deficit and reignite their European dream? We'll explore Bernardo Silva's thoughts on the team's current transition phase next. Man City's identity crisis. Is a new team ready for Real Madrid's challenge? Manchester City finds itself in a precarious position, trailing Real Madrid by 3 goals heading into their Champions League rematch. While drawing parallels to their dramatic comeback against Aston Villa, manager Pep Guardiola and player Bernardo Silva stressed the importance of belief, regardless of the scoreline. However, Silva candidly admits that the team is in a significant transition. Out of the 23 players from their 2023 Champions League final squad, 15 have departed, leaving a considerably different roster. Key players like Nathan Ake, John Stones, and Phil Foden are not always regulars, and Rodri and Ruben Dias have faced injury issues. City acknowledges its capability to perform at a high level, as demonstrated in the first leg, where they created chances but Real Madrid capitalized. A victory would be historic, marking a major achievement for this evolving squad. The challenge lies in translating potential into consistent performance, especially against a seasoned opponent like Real Madrid. Can this new-look City side truly challenge Europe's elite? Bernardo Silva reveals his candid thoughts on why Manchester City might not be hitting their usual standards next. Bernardo Silva blames transition for Man City's dip in form. Manchester City's star midfielder Bernardo Silva has offered a candid explanation for the team's perceived dip in form this season, attributing it to an ongoing transition within the squad. Silva highlighted that unlike previous years, where the core group of players remained consistent, allowing for continuous building on success, recent times have seen significant player turnover. He pointed out that out of the squad that won the Champions League and treble just 2.5 years ago, only 4 or 5 players remain. Silva clarified that this isn't a reflection on the quality of new signings, but rather the time it takes for players to gel and understand each other's playing styles. Having been at the club for 9 years, Silva reminisced about the synergy with long-term teammates like Kevin De Bruyne and Ilkay Gundogan, a level of understanding that is still developing with the current roster. Despite acknowledging that the team should still perform better, he believes the rapid influx of new players in a short period has hindered their cohesion. While acknowledging potential areas for squad depth, Silva remains confident in the first team's quality and anticipates that the team will eventually click, especially after a summer regrouping period. Can Manchester City find their rhythm and overcome their current challenges? Stay tuned for our lightning round recap of all the top stories and our full call to action. What a show! We covered Real Madrid's tactical approach with Arbeloa, Manchester City's predicted lineup and injury woes, and Bernardo Silva's take on the team's transition phase. Don't miss a beat of the football action. Make sure you're subscribed and have that notification bell on. Like this video if you enjoyed it, leave a comment with your predictions, and follow us on all our social media channels for more exclusive content. We'll see you in the next one.